if I'm a farmer or rancher right now, maybe I'm contributing to a regular IRA. What would help me decide which of these plans that would work best for me? So I know you talked a little bit about sometimes you have to have W-2 income, sometimes we can just use the Farm Schedule F. Can you just summarize for me which ones only require the Farm Schedule F and which ones require an income, a W-2 income?
Yeah, so when we're working with farm families, one of the things I always say, I want to look at 2 to 3 years of tax returns because I want to gain a better understanding of where you are from a tax standpoint. Okay, because when we take a look at the federal ordinary income tax brackets, we're at some of the lowest ordinary income tax brackets that our country's ever been in. So when we take a look at their tax returns, we can gain a better understanding, okay, what have you been doing? And how have you been accounting for the cash flow that's coming off the operation? And if you're not taking advantage of some of those lower brackets, the first things we're going to do in working with your CPA is saying, okay, what does the tax liability look like if we max out some of these lower brackets? Okay, because if we can max out that 12 or 15% bracket on a federal level, we're paying a minimal amount of tax, but we're also paying some FICA tax. And if everything else we want to defer the tax on, then we can say, how much do we need to defer? Okay, so if we need to defer, $10, $12, $20,000, well, then maybe it's something as simple as a traditional IRA or a SEP IRA or a simple IRA, because we can easily get that dollar amount into those types of qualified retirement plans. But if our family farmer rancher is saying, we're having a really good year, we're growing by leaps and bounds, but we need additional tax deductions maybe in that 5 or 6 figure range, but yet we want to keep in that 12 to 15% bracket, well, that's when we're looking at, okay, what makes sense? Is it a solo 401k plan? Is it a traditional larger 401k plan? Is it maybe something like a cash balance plan? And those qualified retirement plans allow us to get a bigger tax deduction, but it's really understanding what tax level do we want to be at. We don't want to pay too much tax, but yet at the same time, we want to pay enough tax at those lower income tax brackets and making sure we're paying the Social Security tax to maximize our Social Security benefits on the back end.